guys, welcome to the Science Kid News. Today we are going to go look at how does caffeine keep us awake. So hope you enjoy. Over 1,000 metric tons of caffeine are consumed around the world every year. That's equivalent to 14 Eiffel Towers. Most of caffeine are consumed in coffee or tea, but it's also consumed in some beverage like sodas, chocolate, caffeine pills, or beverage labeled decaf. Caffeine helps us feel alert, focused, happy, and energetic. But it can raise our blood pressure and make us feel anxious. So, how does caffeine keep us awake? Well, in plants, in the high doses, like is found in seeds or leaves of certain species, is toxic to insects. But in the lower doses, as is found in nectar, it can attract insects to revisit flowers. In the human body, caffeine acts like a stimulant for the central nervous system. It keeps us awake by blocking one of the key sleeping-inducing molecules, a substance called adenosine. Your body is a constant supply of energy that keeps us awake from those key sleeping. So, adenosines called ATP's chemical backbone. Neurons in your brain have receptors perfectly tailored to this molecule, but when adenosine docks into these paired receptors, it makes it too easy to fall asleep. But when caffeine docks into the paired receptors, it keeps you awake. And also, caffeine is called adenosine paired receptors antagonist. Caffeine helps us keep us awake by blocking adenosine, right? Well, caffeine and adenosine have a similar molecular structure, close enough that caffeine can wedge into the adenosine pair receptors, but not close enough to activate them. So adenosine inhibits your neurons, and caffeine inhibits the inhibitor, so it stimulates you. There's one more molecule in your brain called dopamine. You know, caffeine can boost positive feelings, and dopamine is their role to boost positive feelings, right? But when adenosine docks into these pair receptors, it makes it harder for dopamine to fit in its own spot, interrupting its mood-lifting work. But when caffeine docks into adenosine paired receptors, it doesn't have the same effect, so dopamine can slide in. There's one thing that I'm really amazed, that caffeine that inhibits both adenosine and dopamine receptors. So caffeine has its own health foods, like it can release the risk of diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or some types of cancer. But in the bad ways, there's pretty much like contribute to insomnia or anxiety, cause urination and diarrhea, or you have to go to the toilet so much. But in the athletes, they have to measure the caffeine in your blood to keep us not challenging very much, and they never cheat. So sports that drink a lot of caffeine get more energy to work out, right? So that's why they have to measure the blood caffeine cells. But if you suddenly quit caffeine, You may experience an unpleasant withdrawal, but plenty of times, and you need to buy caffeine that's no more money, and you have to quit caffeine for a day. You can cause headaches, tiredness, and depressed moods. Well, so I have a conclusion for you. You can drink caffeine, but not too much. It can affect your health and your body. Thank you.